good afternoon. Let's see what's the vibe for today. Today is Monday, the day of the road opener. Papa Legba's Day. The day we do any type of road opening work. So if you need any of that, or you just have any general questions, don't forget to book your session for the holidays through the 28th. It's going to be 50% off. And that information's in the you know where. But as soon as you go to the site, the discount and the code pops up immediately. I trust that this Monday is finding you, or whenever this video finds you, is finding you in good energy and wish fulfillment making its way to you. You know how we do. We're going to get straight into this reading to see what the vibe is for the day and what the collective needs to know. If you're watching this on the YouTube replay, hello. My name is Etta, Mystic Healer, Intuitive, and Spiritual Life Coach. Feel free to introduce yourself in the comments because I like to get to know my collective and add new members to the Soul Tribe. Any thoughts, feelings, questions you have about anything that comes up during the reading, definitely put it in the live and we'll get to it after the channeling. Or you could just book your own personal reading during our holiday sale. Holy Spirit, what is the vibe on this Well, that was quick, because you know we usually do 4 because the 4 corners, right? So we'll start there. And then we'll get some clarification cards to see what you guys need to know. My OG Soul Tribe members are here because I could feel you guys. My moderators are here to keep this a safe and sacred place. So please feel free to let your hair down and ask any questions as they come up with this mask card. And on the heels of Spirit saying, feel free to let your hair down. We are now just about at the midway point. Stop that. You. Stop that. We'll come back to you. Let's just stick to the collective. We are at the midpoint of the Mercury retrograde. A lot has been revealed, especially over the past 3 days. And if you haven't had your tower moment yet, because we got warned about this a couple of days ago, it's coming. There's going to be some kind of major information that shifts everything in your world. It could be good information. It could be not so good information. It's not meant to just knock you off your square. It's meant to remove all the masks, all the hidden areas, all the areas of uncertainty, all the areas of things that you didn't know what was going on, things being clear, things being made painstakingly clear so you have all the information you need to move forward and make the right decision, not just for now, but for the new year. We know that 2026 is a 1 year, right? 2025 is a 9 year. This is why there's been so many endings, not just in our personal lives, but if we look around to the collective and what the things that's going on in the news, there's a lot of things being brought to the light, right? A lot of things shifting and ending and changing. Take heart that regardless of how ugly it looks, right now, it will get better. Everything is happening to bring everything out in the open for us to deal with, whether it's on a personal one-to-one level or on a collective level for us to deal with once and for all, so we can start 2026, that new cycle, right? That the new cycle of 9 years off on the best footing possible. 2026 is the year of the fire horse. It gives Sagittarius energy. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Sagittarius. When we think of Sagittarius, we think about the archer who looks like he's on that horse, the centaur, right? Pulling the bow and arrow. And we know the archer always hits its mark. That's what came out in the Patreon message, right? This year, this upcoming year, is about hitting that mark, hitting that goal. This is why everything that's built on unstable foundations in your world has to come down. For some of you, it's going to get very, very ugly. But understand, every moment that passes is necessary. Every tear, every moment of anger, every moment of joy is bringing you closer to wish fulfillment. The fire horse only appears Rumor has it, the fire horse only appears once every 60 years. That's once in a lifetime. It feels like 2026, especially that first quarter of 2026, where we hit the midpoint between the calendar New Year starting and the astrological New Year starting, like Aquarius season, right? Once it's truly that new moon and the Chinese New Year comes in, a lot of you will see those once in a lifetime events happening. Either they're going to happen around that moment or just before that moment. Let that be the inspiration that guides you through whatever towers may appear, whatever storms may appear in your life. Next we have, oh look, these folks, the Karmics. We love the Karmics because all a Karmic is someone that comes around to teach us a lesson. We are all soulmates, and you guys will hear me say this all the time. Even you and I, perfect strangers, this is your first time here on the live, hello. We're soulmates. We did something similar across lifetimes, right? Soul tribes, my lovely and beautiful cantankerous soul tribe. We've done this group situation before in different lifetimes, right? And we're like the simpatico, right, type of soulmates. The karmic type of soulmates, they come to shift us, change us, help us grow, come to teach us lessons. For some of you, you'll be coming face to face with the karmic as declarations are made, especially by that Gemini masculine who's about to tell the world, fuck off because they choose you. And anybody has anything to say about it, they could go kick rocks with open-toed sandals on. That's the message we got basically before we went live. Somebody's been in their head thinking about all the things they didn't say and planning to make sure they say every single thing that they've been thinking of during this time of no contact, during this time of separation, during this time of confusion. This is not a time for you to pop off at the karmics. You might feel the need to, tell what's her face or what's his face off once and for all. And they fully deserve that. We're not going to drive past that or discount that because some of these karmics have been running amok. They have been doing everything, going above and beyond to get your person's attention, and it's not going anywhere. And they see it's not going anywhere, and rather they give up, they try harder. Some of them have even resorted, and this is pretty messed up when it comes to these karmics, to saying that I'm going to take these PIALLS's. I'm going to not be here anymore if you decide to leave. And that's what has kept your person hooked, right? Because they couldn't live with that on their conscience, right? Someone taking their LIFE, because of them. But in all the drama that's been going on between him and the karmic, they're realizing that was a manipulation tactic. What you choose to do it yourself because of what I do is on you and not me. A lot of people, not just the masculines, right? But a lot of people are determined to do the right thing, regardless of who has what to say about it or who is going to do what they're going to do. Because they've gotten to the point where they understand that if you go left or you go right, people are going to talk nonsense. People are going to have something to say. People are going to judge you. Might as well do what the hell you want because everybody else is. So why not you? And if they so happen to cause a moment where there's a lot of slow singing and flower bringing, that's on them. That has nothing to do with the masculine. That has nothing to do with the feminine or anybody else in this type of situation where people are playing that I'm going to HARM myself, as my phone confirms. Jeez Louise. That citizen app has been going off all weekend. The your person is not going to care. They no longer want to be manipulated. They no longer want to do the, what is this AI business? Who are you? They no longer want to do the back and forth. They no longer want to be interrupted from living their life, or living their life based on somebody else's terms, living their life on somebody else's terms. That's the kicker. That was the straw. That is the straw that's breaking the masculine's back, right? The person who's in this situation where they had to choose between a karmic and their divine partner and have been stuck at the middle of the road, or a decision has been made. And this karmic is just going to have to deal with it, right? Feminine energy. A lot of you in these once in a lifetime events, getting the whole kit and caboodle, the marriage, the kids, the family. This is also birthing new ideas together, creating new businesses, bringing each other's visions to life. For some of you, this person, your masculine, is so, and it feels like it's both masculines and feminines, right, that have been manipulated by their karmics, severely manipulated by their karmics, right? Your person is going to do everything they can to make up for lost time, to make sure you understand that you are theirs and they are yours, and nobody else is going to come between you guys ever again. They're literally putting their foot down. We heard this earlier, right? Approach the situation with gentleness. Of course, you're going to want to pop off at that karmic who's doing the most. Now, if they show up on your doorstep, right, and you live in a state where you conceal and carry, do what you must, right? We protect ourselves in the physical and the spiritual, right? We already know karmics are out here doing the most. But all of that is coming to an end. Let it end. Pray on it so that it ends with nobody getting harmed physically, and that it can end amicably as best as it can to that extent. And you and your person can live life happily ever after, or find that peace, that balance, right, in this chaotic world without the interference of chaotic karmics and people who are unhappy with their lives. So they try to make yours miserable, because misery loves company. This also talks about feminine energy healing the world, and all these shifts we're seeing across different political groups and different things, and we see going on across the globe. It's going to come to an end one way or another. One way or another. Lastly, we have, salty, bitter, angry, petty. Last week when this came out, this was about you, right? Releasing any negative energy you had towards your person, towards your ex, towards anybody, really. Because you really want to go into 2026 with an open heart, an open mind, an open spirit, free from all the emotional baggage you've been carrying, because we've heard that that wasn't even yours to begin with. But this is really the karmic's energy. Now that the masculine, right? Now that your person, let's just call it your person, right, knows who the karmic truly is, how manipulative they are, they want nothing to do with them. They want to spend the rest of their life building a life with you. And of course, it's not only going to make the karmics salty or exes salty. Everybody's going to be salty, because you guys, you too have the type of love that fairy tales are made out of, that Harlequin romance novels are made out of, right? People hear about existing in movies, but nobody's actually seen in real life. And a lot of people around you don't like that for you, because it's not real. What do you mean they don't cheat? What do you mean? Yeah, it exists. And this is how it's supposed to be. You know that. Now your person does. Let's see what else we need to know, because this wasn't supposed to be a love reading, but I guess since we didn't go live on Friday, which is Venus's day, where we typically do the love reading, Spirit was like, but hold up. We got to know this about the karmics. Okay. So, I didn't even get a chance to ask a question. I asked for clarity, but this honor your word, free expression, and orgasm, right? And we talked about this card and what this symbol means, not just this word, but bringing in peace, right? Those of you who are walking with the Orishas or the Loa, right? They've been behind this. The angels have been behind this, right? Pushing for this moment of once and for all, like the shenanigans have got to stop, the games have got to stop, because the world needs divine partners, kingdom spouses, twin flames, true twin flames. We're talking about Jesus, Mary, Magdalene, Isis, and Osiris level twin flames, right? Not just fancy frou-frou, runner, chaser dynamic stuff folks try to make it out to be. No, we need real lovers, people who love one another and the collective unconditionally to come into union, because that raises the vibration of the planet. Your guides have done their part. Now it's time for you to do yours. You remember a couple of weeks ago, they asked you to make it really, really clear what it is you want in love. Make it really, really clear what your vision of love is, because they're bringing it to you. Buckle up, Buttercup, because here it comes. And it's going to be blissful and happy and all of those good things. But you got to get ready for it. Let the haters say what they're going to say. Let the karmics do what they're going to do. Be truthful with your word, but also know that you are fully supported in the physical and the spiritual. And they're fighting hard for you guys to come together, because you guys deserve one another. And we need to raise the vibration of Gaia. Before we get to this, the romance angels. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? Okay. Don't have to be so rough. We have chemistry and make the effort, crossing, let go of control issues, and this could be the So with these, crossing these, we're not going to get into the blurbs on the bottom of the cards, because Spirit is saying it's about honoring the connection. This is giving very much Mary and Joseph, right? A sexy Mary and Joseph, right? For what it is. Trust your intuition, not your anxiety. Trust your intuition, not those thoughts that are running to and fro. Your intuition is calm. It's very matter of fact. It says what it says, and then it keeps it moving, right? If you have a nagging thought and it's just that's something else, right? It's your fears, it's your anxiety, it's everything but your intuition. Your guides truly, truly, truly want you to trust your intuition and know that for some of you, you're needed to keep praying for your person so they can get out of this situation with the karmic that's manipulating them, so they can step into their spiritual purpose, right? That's the effort. Really leaning into your intuition and not being distracted by what you're seeing in the 3D, because it's all shadows. It's all an illusion. It's a magic trick, if you will, right? You know in your heart what it's supposed to be. Don't let anything or anyone tell you otherwise. Somebody just booked a reading. I'm going to email you with your time for tomorrow, okay? This would be a good day to ask a question, because Spirit is just running amok and being so super duper messy with house thoughts. 2016. Who had the lover in 2016 that still can't get it right? Oh boy. This is a confirmation of the reading for those of you who resonate with the reading that was posted before we went live, about someone thinking about all the things they haven't said and wanting to come in and make things right. They're not only coming in to make things right, right? They're coming in to right their wrongs and build a life with you. And there's another confirmation. And we've been seeing this since October. A lot of these people that are coming back, a lot of these lovers that have been caught up in these karmic situations, they're not coming back just to be boyfriend and girlfriend now, just to be in the talking stage or just to see how you're doing and pour out their feelings and have long conversations and date you forever. No, they're coming back to say, this is what they want. This is what it is. Let's go down to the courthouse. We could do the fancy schmancy stuff later, but right now I need the world to know that I am yours and you are mine. I am yours and you are mine. Giving very much Songs of Solomon, Songs of Songs vibes. Like, this person's coming to claim you. I mean, I can't sugarcoat it. They're like, that's mine. I'm done running from this. I'm done letting people try to tell me that what I'm feeling is wrong. Because if what I was feeling is wrong, why am I still feeling it? If it isn't love, why do I feel this way? Why does she stay on my mind? Yeah, that's the energy that this person is in, right? They're not just coming with the words. They're coming, they've been sitting with the words and their thoughts for so long. It's all about that action, right? Sagittarius energy, the archer and the bow, all about that action, all about hitting that mark once and for all, right? This message has been delayed. The communication has been delayed because of the karmic fog and Mercury retrograde and different things that needs to be put into place before the person got the green light to come and tell you their truth. Some of them are petrified. They're going to come on shaky knees with probably not the pretty, I'm letting you, some of you know now, that ring is going to be questionable. Just know that's all they can muster up in the moment, right? They don't want to waste any time and having to save and having to budget. No, they want to do something right now, right? Some of you may not even get a formal engagement ring. It might just be the wedding band, right? Just to make it legal, make it proper. That's it. That's all. So it's uncontestable to their friends, to their families, to the karmics, to everybody that said that this love wasn't real. They're about to prove to everyone that, let me show you how real it is. Is there anything else the collective needs to know about this situation or anything else on a Monday? On a Monday. Pisces energy, heavy Sag energy, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo energy, that wheel of fortune, life-changing once and for all. The King of Wands coming out in reverse, but kind of like almost wanting to shift is another confirmation that delays are coming to an end. If you want to put a calendar date to it, it's probably going to correspond closely with Mercury retrograde going direct, Saturn retrograde going direct, which both happens next week. Yeah. A lot of you will see this truth come to the forefront before the solstice. There's a push for things to change before the solstice, not just in the one-to-one relationships, but for the collective. Remember last week we were told all the information that's coming to us, we may want to pop off, but don't give it 3 days before we say anything. Everything that's coming to you, receive it, right? Don't look at it from how you would look at it 3 years ago or 10 years ago. Look at it from a space of knowing that everything is always working out for your highest good. Only good can come from this, right? This love is something that for those of you who wanted that love reading, that once you guys get together and once it's announced to the world that you're together forever, for lifers, right? You're going to have to defend it for a long time. People will forever try to come in between you guys and separate you guys for one reason or another. But basically, God's misery loves company, right? And this type of love that you guys have, most people can only dream about. This is the type of love people try to force to happen, but it could only happen when God says this person and that person belong together. They come from the same light. They are flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. Those type of individuals, right? The season of the karmics is up. They've done their duty. Lessons were learned. People were elevated, right? Chapters were closed. Next. That is the message for the collective. Let's see what you guys are chit-chatting about. And then we're going to wrap this up because this was a lot. This was a lot. Let's get an angel number, though. Right? Because we always need an angel number. What is the angel number for today for the collective? What is the angel number or numbers for today? 9900. Divine protection. But this is also a confirmation of a cycle coming to an end, so a new cycle can begin. Sublimation, continuous protection, forgiveness. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Awakening. This is a message from your Creator, the Most High, representing that certain parts of your life have just ended under divine guidance. Nothing is lost. There is no DEATH, no accidents. The recent changes in your life, in which important parts of your life have stopped or changed, are responses to your prayers. You are light and free. Another confirmation to release that baggage. You're not taking that with you in 2026. And if I see you trying to drag that in 2026, we're going to have some words. Next is, 8800. Sincere prayer. Listen, pay attention, protect health. Did you guys make those appointments? I spoke to some of you one-on-one, but a month ago, we got the heads up to make sure all of the appointments, the medical appointments, were up to date. Do that now, okay? Okay, we're not waiting for 2026. Do that now. Persevere. A message from your mysterious Creator, the Most High, representing the upcoming endings are part of your overall divine plan. Y'all see a theme yet? They are responses to your prayers and in harmony with the will of the Most High. Ask God to help ease any fears or concerns that arise from these impending changes. Now, if the next one is 7700, I'm just going to have to scream. Even better, 222. Persistence will lead to miracles. Positive, persistent, optimistic, upward. Excelsior, right? Which is the theme for New York, right? Every state in the United States has a keyword, and ours just happens to be Excelsior, ever upward, right? The thoughts you have just planted are beginning to grow and take shape. Keep watering and nurturing them, and soon they will break through the ground. Don't give up in the first 5 minutes of the miracle. Hey, some of you may need to take a screenshot of that. Don't give up in the first 5 minutes of the miracle. Your achievements will become increasingly obvious, so keep up the good work. Keep positive thinking, stay affirming, and keep visualizing. And lastly, we have 4499. Face the difficulties. Transformation, new beginning, strength, and clarity. The angels say to you that this is time, that it is time to release any situation that has ended, right? They remind you that when one door closes, another door opens. The angels will indeed help you open new doors and heal the pain that accompanies the changes you are experiencing now, right now. Please ask your angels to assist you in having confidence, knowing that these endings and beginnings are a response to your prayers. Everything is happening for your highest good. The whole universe is conspiring to bring you those answered prayers, that wish fulfillment, those intentions manifesting into your reality. What is this AI thing that keeps popping up TikTok? Tarot reading, Sagittarius energy, ask about angel numbers. Do we really need that AI, or should I just turn it off? Because that's new. Well, hello, Ray. How are you? Danielle, or is that Daniel? Daniel, how are you? J Max, soon as we log off of the live, and we won't be doing any readings on the live. If you like a reading, book a reading on the you know where. Everything is 50% off. Have at it. We're going to upload it to YouTube. So it's either going to appear within the hour or sometime before 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Big Nat, Ashe, oh, Honeybee, because you know that text was coming. Thank you, J Max. Thank you. The appointments were made and attended. Check it off your list. And Toya, check it off your list. I love that. The pap smear is very, 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 very important. Hey, TJ, a lot. This is definitely one you're going to, when you have a moment, watch the replay. Hey, Cynthia, how are you? Hey, Lex. Was the juice worth the squeeze is all I want to know. Nope. Wasn't worth it at all. Last night, I felt a little fear. It's normal. It's normal. We've also been under the energy of the solar storms, and it looks like this is going to be week 2 of being heavily inundated by that solar energy. So it's bringing up all the muck, all the heavy energy for us to transmute into something that's for our highest good. We've heard it so many times that everything is happening in response to your prayers, right? So only good can come of all the changes that are coming around. Protect yourself always. And ATM and Divine, you have a very unique situation, right? When couples like you that we need desperately, right, come to the forefront, your individual soul tribes, it's very hard to merge the two. It's very easy, especially when one is popular and the other one is behind the scene. The one that's popular, their soul tribe, it's very easy for members to conflate, the readings and getting feelings and ownership and things of that nature start to brew. And they're first in line for not wanting to see that person happy in a relationship. They're first in line to say, why is he with her? Why is she with him? Go do something better, Karen, right? And your protection has always got to take it 5-10 steps further, right? You've heard about stronger together. So when two high-ranking spiritual folks commit to one another, come into that level of union, you attract a different level of vampires that's not coming to break y'all up because, misery loves company. No, they want that power you create when you guys come together. Be mindful of that, babe. Please and thank you. Oh, Big Nat, you spoil me. Poonam, you're right. Actions does speak louder than words. Isol. Karmic versus this AI. I'm turning off the AI. I'm going to find out where that setting is because, bruh, what is that? Hey, Margie. How are you? They're not. They made a whole mess, J-Max. Watching Osiris on Hulu. Guess what I'll be watching later? we celebrate Isis and Osiris end of October, beginning of November, their story, right? I wrote about it, I think, in last week's Patreon. Miss Rose, that is sad. Whoa. I mean, we hear about Karmics doing a lot, but that is beyond the most. Hey, lovely Jazz. You're doing that thing again? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Marcy, how are you? Kim Divine, how are you? Well, thank you, Grace. Daisy, how are you? Arshay, I feel like I have accepted things. Well, I think so too. Energetically, you're doing a good job. Hang in there, especially. All right. With the solar energies, those of you who are near, can't speak for the rest of the country yet. I will not, rest of the globe yet. I will be tapping into that energy around the new moon in Scorpio. But for those of you who are stateside and you live near a capital, go slow. Leave an extra 20 minutes for work or wherever you have to go. Take your time getting there. Capitals, stateside around the world, they're all energetic hubs. They weren't picked indiscriminately to be a place's capital. There's energetic reasons, being that we have this heavy solar energy, cosmic energy, and the powers that be trying to manipulate everything. And oh yeah, that's part of the mask that's falling if you didn't catch that, right? Those capitals now become energetic hotspots where the energy becomes chaotic and frenetic and anything can happen, especially when you're not paying attention, right? I heard about a man in the city who just so happened, this is how it was reported by the person taking the video, so happened to take a misstep and fell onto the tracks and promptly, like it was a final destination moment, if you know what I'm talking about. This is what Spirit means by go slow. The energy is just too much right now. I'm scrolling back down to the bottom of the comments. Anytime. You've been doing really, really well, ATM of Divine, and I fear that I've been saying that wrong for 3 years. Because now it's like Atma Divine. That has a better ring to it. Anywho, you guys have been rocking and rolling, but as we hit this crescendo, as we hit this moment of elevation, as we hit this moment of transition, the wolves are out. Arshay, same. Every week since the summer, same. And it's at the first couple of ones, it's just like, wait, what? And then now I know not to plan too much around the new moon or the full moon because someone's time comes up. Spider-Man has not forgotten about you, honeybee. Uneka! How are you? You've been on my mind all day and on the list of people for me to reach out to. Anytime, right? All right, before we wrap up, because it is 2:51 and gotta go. Thank you. I mean, Arshay, you're right. Gina! How are you? How are you? You did, TJ, but it's okay. It's okay, right? I pray we don't have any technical glitches and I can download this straight away and upload it on YouTube. If you ever miss a live, it's always going to be uploaded on YouTube at some point, right? Usually the same day. So or the day after. J Max's comment totally, it didn't sideswipe me, but pulled me into another realm. We were in bad shape before. Really, really bad shape with the whole situation. But once the houses of worship are no longer sacred and safe for all those who seek sanctuary, I saw the report where people were feeling after the incident, right? Because we're going to keep it TikTok safe, where somebody was actually, right? The pastor doesn't want to be named. People don't want to worship. This is exactly where they want us. To turn away from our spirituality, from turn away from our collective get-togethers, whether we're doing it in the church or like this, right? So they can divide and conquer and push their agendas. It's funny how it happened in Charlotte, right? Another major city, not the outskirts of some town that we've never heard of in North Carolina. Specifically, these are not random at all, right? Just like it wasn't random during the shutdown. Every other government agency didn't get, but they did. Where did that come from if it wasn't in the budget? And we're not talking about a team of 12 people that go from state to state to state. We're talking about hundreds, and they're still actively recruiting. You've seen the commercials pop up? Actively recruiting. There are hundreds of them, if not thousands, in every state. Who's funding this and why? They're comparing it, that people outside America, right, are comparing it to another point in world history that I don't feel like talking about right now, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And this is why we're being told now, as enlightened ones, as folks that have a high spiritual calling on their lives, to go slower. Take our time, as my phone confirms. It's very easy because, we might have a 9 to 5, or if you're like me, running a business, and then you have family life. Like you've got a list of things to do every day, and you've gotten pretty used to going through your list. Slow down. Get out of muscle memory and do everything with intention. Because the moment things flip, you will get the cue. You're not leaving the house today. I always reference 9/11. You guys know I'm a survivor. I was supposed to be there that day, but Spirit switched things around at the very, very last minute. More people, as the days went on after 9/11, came forward and saying the same thing of something that happened that had them miss their train. Their car wouldn't start. Their wife got into an argument with them. They were trying to get some information and the computer wasn't working, so it made them late. So they were so flustered, they were like, F it, I'm staying home. And they saved their life. That moment Spirit comes in and taps you on the shoulder, it doesn't last long. You get like a 5-10 second warning, because Spirit is not only coming to save you, they have a whole soul tribe of individuals to get that same message to. So if you're in the hustle and bustle, I get to it, there's no problem, I got it. From now until the Chinese New Year, so the end of January, beginning of February, go slow. Do not hesitate or feel bad on declining any offers to go out or celebrate or be at a place that your spirit tells you not to. Even if you get to the place and something is like, you got to go now, just go. Don't say goodbye. Don't collect $200. Just go. Higher ranking echelon spiritual folks. It's always important to kind of move at a pace where you're always having that listening ear out for what your angels and guides have to say to you. But in moments like the ones we're in now, as we're about to transition into that next season, that next cycle, you have to be more on your P's and Q's. So you can join us on the other side. The other side of the year, not the other side of the other side. I mean, unless you're ready to become an ancestor, that's on you, right? We don't judge. You have free will. But going back to Charlotte, number 1 on the list is coming to other houses of worship. I'll be glad to have a whole seat when Spirit gives me the wait. We have to. We have to. We have to. We have to. Damn. That's good. That's good. It may not be good for your, for your Q4 stats, but it would be made up for. Hey, Dorsey. Did you get your package? I think I asked you that last time. I think you got your package. All right. We will be okay, right? Because everything, not just in our personal lives, and Spirit made mention of this several times throughout the reading, everything, individually and collectively, is happening in response to your prayers, our prayers, right? Keep positive thinking, stay affirming, and keep visualizing. Any questions, thoughts, feelings, suggestions that you want to share with the collective before we sign off and upload this John to YouTube? Everything works out divinely orchestrated. Yup. Lex, if I could scoop you up, right? We go for a long drive, get some coffee or something stronger, and just vibe out. I would. Hey, Georgia girl. It's okay. It's going to be up on the YouTube, It's no problem. It's all right. It's all right. And you too, Lex. This moment is a response to your prayers. I think we all should put that on a sticky note and put it on a mirror or put it on the dashboard in the car or make it your screensaver. So it helps keep you in that positive frame of mind, or as close to as being as positive in that frame of mind. So don't forget, higher spiritual folks, when we flip and let those dark energies get a hold of us and pull our vibration down, we inadvertently pull down the vibration of the collective. We are all anchors at some point to help raise different parts of the collective. And when we're down, the whole grid goes down. The grid that we are responsible for goes down. I'm glad you have been, TJ. How's that working out for you? It should be working out. Just wonderful. And I say this all the time. I've been saying this since the summer, but life, right? As this energy continues to ramp up, I'm going to try to be more present on the live, more available. And Spirit is already, my angels are yeah, about that as possible. So if you have to DM me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Book a service. Pray. Anyone who tries to bait you into heated arguments about politics, about religion, about genes, about anything, don't do it. Keep your vibe as high as possible. Hug a tree. Touch grass. Those of you who are working from home, get outside. Arshay. TJ, I love that for you. Please be very careful, Arshay. And don't hesitate to reach out. Daisy, you are reminded that those losses, as I see the new job starts on the 1st, right? We're preparing you for everything you've been praying for. And this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. Now, if you guys, especially you YouTube folks that are watching this for the first time, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out or just put it in, the description, the comments or whatever. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. We are in some very, very warlike times. I'm hearing that Bob Marley song where it's war. They say that fate favors the bold. Fate favors the prepared. Some of you may not be dreaming. If you can't remember your dreams, make time to meditate. Make time to free write, because as the cosmos want the whole planet to raise their vibration, there are measures put into place to make sure to try to disrupt those frequencies so the chosen ones don't get them. So if you've had a hard time sleeping, but yet when you do go to sleep, you're only sleeping for like an hour or two and you wake up fine, you don't feel like you're missing sleep, make time to meditate, because you're actively being blocked from seeing things in one way or another. And I think that's for like 5 of y'all that needed to hear that part of the message. Feel free to reach out to me. In the meantime, on my website, Isolde, on my website, really, really, really take your time, go slow. Even when responding to people, if something comes across, somebody says something to you and you're like, don't rush to give them a response. Gracefully say that you'll get back to them and get back to them. But this week, the biggest takeaway, go slow. As slow as possible. Hell, if you could take some days off, go do that and pamper yourself. Go to the spa, do things that raise your vibration. That will be most helpful in this moment. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. And as always, because we don't believe in no fear, we don't worry, right? We work. So stay blessed.